Hello beautiful people, my name is Rachel and thanks for stopping by. Today's video is finally another makeup video. I know that I've had some requests to make one and I'm so happy that I finally get to give you guys what you've been asking for. So for today, I'm going to do my first ever makeup challenge. And this challenge is to help me kind of declutter and get rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't need anymore. In today's video, we are going to be cleaning out this ginormous makeup case that I can't even fit in the frame. So this is where I keep all of my makeup, and it opens up like this, and yeah. So there's a lot in here. I think for the everyday makeup consumer, I have a pretty big amount. My family always makes fun of me when I lug this thing around, but there's a lot in here that I claim that I use. But lately I've been realizing that I'm not using all of it. I'm using a select few products every single day. So what I want to do is go through here, and there are a couple rules for this challenge. So the first rule is that I have to use every single makeup product in here, with the exception of brushes. There are some brushes that I only use for creative makeup looks, so I do save those for later. But there's an exception to that rule, another one, and that exception is that I do not have to use a makeup product if I'm going to throw it away. So essentially what I want to do is clean this out and realize what I do and don't actually like. And if I use a product, don't like it, I'm going to throw it away. There's a lot of expired stuff in here. I'm gonna be honest, like, I use makeup after it's expired. And I know some people find that really gross, but I feel like if you buy a product that's kind of expensive, you don't want to throw it away when it's expired in 6 months when it still works fine. Another thing I've done is taken out all of the makeup products that I use on a daily basis. So if they get regular use, I took them out just because I have so much stuff. I know this video would be so long if I actually kept that in there. So I set it to the side. Everything in here is stuff I haven't touched in a while. So I'm gonna go take off the makeup that I'm wearing currently, and then I will be right back and we'll get started. Okay, so I realized I forgot to say the second rule, which was that for eyeshadow palettes and things with multiple parts to it, I have to use at least 2 colors out of it. Preferably one matte and one shimmer if it's an eyeshadow palette, just to show that I can do something versatile with it. If not, I have to get rid of it. So let's go ahead and get started. And also I'm going to be using my regular brushes for this video, just because I'm used to it. But I did take out my regular sponges that I use for my foundation. And I'm going to be using other ones because there are a couple in here that I haven't touched in a while. So, and I also have my trash can. This is so gross. So many things in here are like covered in powder. I need to clean this. This is not my proudest moment, okay? So this is a men's post-shave balm. And if you guys remember, it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, everyone was using this, like everyone. And it was supposed to work as a primer and help keep the makeup on your skin. And I haven't used this in so long. I used to love the smell of it. Oh, that smells so good. If I had a boyfriend, I'd want him to smell like this. So weird. Okay, but I don't know if I want to put this on my face. I kind of want to try it out, just like reminisce, but I think I'm gonna throw it away because it's so old. I'm gonna shake it up. This is probably stupid. My skin breaks out so easily, as you can tell, and right now I feel like it's clearing up, but tomorrow this will probably really do me in. It's taking me back so many years. I feel like I'm in high school again. Another thing that I want to say is that if you notice when I hold up products, the words are backwards. That's because I like the way that I look better when the camera is flipped. So I flip my videos, so everything you see is kind of backwards. So when I hold up products and the words don't read right, it's because of my editing. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that just because it's really old. If I fall in love with it again, maybe I'll repurchase it, but I don't know. So now I'm gonna go in for primer, and I have so many. I know I bought this one in high school. Baby Skin, that's literally from years ago. That's disgusting. I have 9 primers. I know that I like this one. This is actually my special occasion primer, so I'm gonna put that to the side because I'm not trying to waste that. I also have the Professional Pearl Primer, which is also pretty good. I have this Wet n Wild primer. I have a Milani Prime Shield. This makes me so greasy. I remember not really liking this. I have this Shine Killer. I think I also bought that a long time ago. And then I have the Professional Matte. This is almost empty, but I don't have any preference for it. I'm pretty sure this also made my skin really oily. And then this Formel London primer, I bought this because they used to sell my all-time favorite primer, which was Fix and Perfect, and then they discontinued it, and I'm not happy about it, but whatever. So I think I'm gonna go, I don't know. I think I'm gonna throw away the Prime Shield because I don't want that. And then, oh, and I also, wait, I think I lied to you. No, okay, yeah, I bought both of these because they were out of mine. But I don't like either of these as much as I like the Fix and Perfect. So I guess what I'm gonna do is, I do like this one. So we're gonna start with the Benefit Pearl Primer, if there's anything in here. I don't think there is. Okay, there's a little bit. I'm just gonna dot it all over my face, just a little bit. I'm probably gonna put on mountains of primer, but whatever. Okay, I'm keeping that. And then we're gonna do the other Professional primer. Maybe. Okay, I can't even get anything out of that, so I'm throwing that away. And then I just want to try this baby skin just for, oh, all these are empty almost. This is so annoying. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna throw that away too. And I haven't tried this Wet n Wild one. This is like a lotion. Part of me feels like this used to burn my skin. And then this is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Rimmel, I don't know. We'll put that there. And then we're also gonna do the lasting finish. I think this is one of the newer ones that I've bought. I'm just gonna rub everything in once again. And then this is the Shine Killer. I just want to put this on to see what it's like. Do you guys see that? That's gross. I'm gonna put it on my forehead and right here. I'm gonna throw that away too, because I don't think it's probably that good. It feels so oily. Like, that does not feel like it's getting rid of any shine. It feels like, if anything, it's adding it. So now that my skin is ultra greasy, I'm going to go in with foundation. Oh, I only have 3 foundations in here that I don't use. I took out 2, but I have this Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and then I have Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I really like this concealer. I think I like this foundation pretty well, but I just don't remember how much I loved it. And the Wet n Wild, I use this mainly when I'm doing creative looks at home and I know I'm not going anywhere. I feel like it does look pretty in photos, but it doesn't last long on my skin, so I usually keep this in my kit for creative looks. And then I have this little sample. It's a Smashbox Studio Skin, and I just remember it didn't hold up very well on my skin. But I'm probably gonna keep this just because it will be good for creative looks, and I'm planning on doing some of those soon. So first, I'm just gonna, I think this time I'm gonna do sections. That makes sense, right? I'm gonna put some of that there. Oh, that smells weird. And then I'm gonna put this is so thin. That literally smells, oh my god, that smells like paint. I don't know if I want to keep that. That literally smells like paint to me. Oh my god. Flashback to this summer. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my Real Technique sponge. I know that I said I took out the sponges that I use every day. I used to use this every day, but then I got these sponges on Amazon, and they're amazing, and I've been using those, but there's nothing wrong with Real Techniques. Okay, I'm getting rid of the Wet n Wild foundation, and then I'm just gonna go back in with some of this Smashbox to kind of clean up some of the patchy parts. I feel like none of these have the type of coverage that I like. I like a full coverage foundation, which is what the 2 I've set aside are, but these are a little bit more medium to light. So my face is kind of itching, and I don't know if it's because I put all that stuff on here, but I'm not having a good time right now. Okay, let's hope that the concealer is gonna pull through because that's not doing it for me. Apparently I use most of my concealers, so I only have these three. This is one that I bought on Wish because when it was like trendy, it was the end of the trend probably, I was going to do it, and so I ordered like I was going to do the reviewing Wish makeup video, and I ordered the makeup, but then things got really busy because I started my internship, which I have a video about. If you want to learn all about me running a business, then I will link that below. But it was like months and months, the trend was dead. I filmed the video still, I hated the way I looked in it, and I just hated the whole video, so I just deleted it. But this is definitely a knockoff for Shape Tape, like so much. It even says Shape Tape on it. I don't know how that's allowed. This is a Maybelline. It's a really thick white concealer. I'm pretty sure I hate this. I have no idea why I have this. And then this, which is really good for covering dark spots. And it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick, and it says conceal on it. And I don't know if you guys want to know the shades, but this is called Follow Your Bisque. I'm gonna use this to cover any acne spots that I have, which I have a lot of. I have a lot of like acne scars, and they tend to show through my makeup, so I try to cover those up pretty well. Me essentially paints my entire face with this stick. I am going to keep this because I bought that like a month ago. And then I'm gonna go in with this Shape Tape knockoff on my eyelids, sort of as an eyeshadow primer. If you know anything about me, I don't use eyeshadow primers. Then I'm gonna conceal my under eyes. And then for this white stick, I'm just gonna, ew, I hate everything about that. Nope, I don't know what purpose that serves, but I'm throwing it away. Oh, I guess that does blend pretty well. I don't know. I just don't like thick products like that. I like more liquidy products. So I have this Pro Artist contour palette, and I used to use this. I'm pretty sure I hate everything about this. I don't want to keep this. I don't even know what type of brush I have that, oh, I can use this. Okay, just for the sake of this video, oh, that brush is not, that's not clean. I'm not putting that on my face. You know, we're just gonna toss this. I prefer lighter contours with powder. I usually just use bronzer and kind of carve out my cheeks. So yeah, we're just not even gonna waste the time with that. And then I have this liquid illuminator. I have 3 different ones. This one's stick. I got this my senior year of high school because it was a purple tint, and I wanted it for prom. I wore a black dress and wanted to do purple makeup, but I just remember putting this on my face and it like chunking up my foundation. I don't know how people use liquid highlighters. Like if you put them over powder so they can still be seen, they just like make your makeup cakey. And I feel like if you put them on underneath the powder, the shimmer goes away. So I don't understand. I'm gonna throw away this stick. And then let's give the Wet n Wild one a chance. It's gonna mess up my foundation, I already know. So I have these 2 little sponges. They're like mini beauty sponges. And I'm gonna use this little one to, nope. You see that? It literally just like took it off. Like it just took off the, I'm not using that. I don't like any of that. Nope. I'm just gonna touch up where that messed that up a little bit with concealer. I only have 2 powders, which is good. I have this sample of IT Cosmetics, and then I have Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder. I usually use this if I'm like really going hard and I kind of want to like highlight my face extra, but let's start with this, the Bye Bye Pores. I know this is broken, so I'm scared to open it. So it comes with this little sponge. I don't know, this is a sample. Like, just use your samples, Rachel, and get rid of them. So I'm just gonna continue to like crush that up. And then I guess use this little sponge to put it on my face. Oh, that's not bad. Ew, I don't like that scent though. Oh god, there's something in my eye. This is not working. I'm gonna go in with my normal brush. And I don't mind this powder. I don't feel like it's great, but it's just not my go-to. So I'm just gonna throw it away since it's a sample and I know it's old. I do feel like right now my skin's a little cakey. It's not like that smooth finish I usually go for. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this super white powder, and I'm gonna go in with this little sponge and kind of go under my eyes. Oh god, that's really white. Oh god, I look like a ghost. And after I put on the bronzer, I'll probably go back in with some more of that. I don't love it, but I just keep it in there. I actually only have one bronzer, and it's a Rimmel natural bronzer. The lid's like pretty much gone, so I don't know, but it looks like this. This is in the shade Sunlight, and I don't know if I like this or not. I have a butter bronzer that I use pretty much every day, so I never go for this anymore. So I feel like it's pretty dark for me. My skin looks horrible right now. Oh boy. I'm like looking in my main mirror, so like my closet mirror that's across the room from me, to kind of do this, and I look terrifying right now. Yeah, that's way too dark for me. I'm not a fan of that. And the container is broken, so we're gonna get rid of that. Now, highlighters. This is gonna be the fun part. You know, I'm so proud of myself for getting rid of all this makeup because I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to makeup. I have this Bronze in Brighton palette. I forgot about this, but I do love the highlighter in here. The bronzer is shimmer, and I'm not a shimmer bronzer type of girl, and it's way too dark for me, but it makes a beautiful eyeshadow, and I do like this blush. I do like it. And I think I took all of my blushes out, so, oh, here's another highlighter. So I'm just gonna start with this. I'm gonna go in with the highlighter. Oh, and don't worry, I'm gonna blend everything out, like that white powder. So I don't want a lot of that on. This Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. And I'm just gonna kind of rub. I usually use the two lighter ones for highlighter, and I'll use these two for eyeshadows. So that's the thing when it comes to highlighters or bronzers or different like little things that you get, and sometimes people are like, oh, this is too dark for my skin tone, but this one works perfectly. My favorite overall highlighter is 3 different ones, and only 2 really work for my skin, but the darker one makes a beautiful eyeshadow. So if that's the case, like, don't let a product go to waste. Use it for multiple purposes. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I look horrible right now. Like, horrible. I'm embarrassed. And then this is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and I love this. You can see it's almost out and it's broken. But it's really pretty. I love the pink tones. Whenever I would do like pink eyeshadow looks, I would love to wear this. But now I am going to blend everything out. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see how bad my skin looks right now. But like, it's so patchy. So the next part is going to be so fun. I have a couple different eyebrow products. So this is a ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade Auburn, and it's an eye pencil, and it's the twistable kind and has a little brush on the end. And if I remember correctly, I despised this. So I bought this summer because when I was working, I wasn't wearing foundation, but I wanted to do mascara and brows, and I felt like my Anastasia dip brow didn't stick to my face as well as I wanted, so I wanted to like try something different and quicker, maybe a little lighter. But if I remember, this didn't work for me like really whatsoever, so let's see. So I'm just gonna do one eyebrow and then I'll do the other one off camera. Oh my gosh, I just feel like this is so hard to control. Do you see how I'm going like everywhere? Okay, actually that's way better than I remember. It's still not the way I like it perfectly in comparison to when I usually do them with my ABH dip brow, but it's way, way, way better than I remember. Okay, I don't love the way these look, but I also don't hate the way they look. I feel like with some practice, I might actually like this, so I think I'm gonna hold on to it. And then next, this is the Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. And I bought this because they used to have my favorite brow gel, but it was like a spoolie brush, and this is just like a sponge, and it made my eyebrows look insane. So I'm just gonna dab this on and then comb it through with the spoolie brush. Oh god. These look so bad. I'm throwing this away. I hate this. Okay, I feel like that ruined my eyebrows, but whatever. I'm gonna clean these up again. I feel like this video is very negative. It's just me like tossing away products. I'm never gonna get a sponsorship after this. But no, I do love a lot of makeup, but these are just things I don't ever touch, so obviously I don't really like them. But yeah, that brow stuff, not for me. No, not for me. Okay, the part I'm most scared for is this part, because now I have to go into eyeshadow, which I have a lot of, like a lot of. You might be wondering, Rachel, why are you wearing more makeup than you were a split second ago? Well, that is because I actually finished filming this entire video, and the second half of the video somehow got deleted. So here I am back. I really wanted to post this video. I really liked the idea. I did not want to refilm the whole thing. So what I did was I wiped off all of the eyeshadow that I had on, and I reapplied the same concealer and powder that I put on earlier. And I did leave on my mascara, and that is because I knew, especially since I had on a waterproof mascara, that I would need to rub it off with micellar water, and it was going to be tricky to get off, which would ruin my foundation. So I just left it on. I will show you the two mascaras that I ended up using. I also have on one lipstick, and that is because I cleaned out my entire lipstick collection a couple weeks ago. I do have a ton of lipsticks still, and so because the point of this video was essentially to get me to downsize my makeup collection, I just felt like we would be here for so much longer if I put them all on, and I know that no one wants to watch a video that's hours and hours long, so I just put on my favorite one, the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Soft Spoken. So let's go ahead and get started again with the eyeshadow. So as I mentioned before, I'm not using the products that I use on a daily basis. I do have 3 palettes that I use on a daily basis, but these are the ones that I do not. So this is the BH Cosmetics 5th edition 120 eyeshadow palette, and it's pretty cool. This is one of the first actual palettes that I ever got, and it really helped get me into creative looks because there's so many beautiful colors. But you see this first tray has a nice little mirror that's very dirty, and then the second tray. And these smell kind of weird, but I do like these, but I am deciding to throw this away just because I've had it for so long, and I have a James Charles palette, and I always reach for that for creative looks because I do feel, as James intended, that you can create almost any look with it. And this was what that palette was for me before I got my hands on that. So it's just taking up space, it's collecting dust, and it's probably not healthy to put near my eyes anymore, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna use it. Okay, so first I'm gonna go in with this pink eyeshadow into the crease. And I will say, I love the way this turned out the way I did it the first time. So maybe I'll love it even more the second time. I'm gonna deepen up that crease with this little palette. This is the NYX Lingerie, and it has these. This used to be my travel palette. It was one of my favorites. I had like the warm tones, browns, and I loved it. And I would just carry like a single shimmer with it, and I thought it was so pretty, and I still do. But this palette's just old, and it's not as like good quality as what I'm used to, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm also gonna put this underneath. I'm gonna put some brown shadow on, but I just already know what I'm gonna do. So I'm also gonna go in and grab some of this purple shade and put that in the crease a little more, just because I told myself I had to use 2 shades, but I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm getting rid of this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it away. I have this Makeup Revolution palette, and this is really pretty. It's called Reloaded Iconic Fever, and this for a while also was my travel palette. I replaced the NYX one with this, and these shadows are really creamy, really buttery, and I really like them. And I'm just gonna grab this matte shade. I don't know how well you guys can see this. I don't even know if this is in frame. I film on my iPhone. I say that every video, but I'm afraid someone new is gonna watch and be like, what is this girl doing? But yeah, I film and edit on my iPhone. I don't really have any equipment, so I just make do, you know? And then I'm gonna go in with this brown shade to darken up the edges and underneath the eye. I cannot believe I deleted that video. I wish you would have seen the look on my face whenever I did that. You know, I say all the time, I wish you would have seen the look on my face when I can't even see the look on my face. Like, I tell my friends that all the time. And really, it doesn't make any sense. But I'm very verbal with my facial expressions, so look how messy that is. Imagine if I didn't blend that out. Ooh, you guys would not be watching my videos. And I do want to keep that one, so I'm going to save it to go back and grab shimmers from. I'm also going to go ahead and throw away this BH Cosmetics palette because I do not want it. I do want to go back into the Makeup Revolution one, grab this orange shade and just kind of put some at the bottom. Grab my concealer brush. This foundation looks so bad and it has so much fallout on it. It's just a no-go right now. So I did also take out any type of pigment or glitter that I use primarily for creative looks. I did that for time's sake and honestly for my sake. I'm doing this on my bed and I don't want my bed covered in glitter. I don't use those often, but when I do creative looks, I do use them. So like I said before, anything that I use for creative looks or on a daily basis, I've taken out. The point of this video is just for me to downsize my collection. Okay. So I already know what I'm going to throw away. And first I have this yellow NYX eyeshadow. And as you can see, it's broken. But I bought this. I wasn't super impressed with it. It's kind of dry. And my James Charles palette does have a yellow shade in it. So I'm going to get rid of that. I also have this other NYX single shadow called I Have a Headache. It's just your typical nude like setting powder. I used to use this all the time. You can see it's almost gone, but I have so many palettes with this in it, it's pointless to keep. I'm going to use this eyeshadow first. It's called Space Case Cosmetics and it's called Intense Stargasm. And it's broken. I got this in an Ipsy bag, but I'm going to test it out. I already tested it out on the last time I filmed this, but it's okay. But I do want to keep this to play around with it some more. But what I'm going to do is just kind of put it up here. That's beautiful. Honestly, like, wow. Oh my gosh. I'm way blown away. The last time I used that, I like put it over stuff so I couldn't really see, but that is stunning. Next, this is another Nyx Pressed Powder. It broke and so I set it with rubbing alcohol and it was good, but I just don't really want it anymore. Oh, and then we have this ColourPop Supernova shadow. I remember I used to wear this a lot, but it would like break up on my eyelids, so I'm just gonna test it out again. I'm gonna put it right here. And it's really pretty, but I feel like compared to this space shadow I just put on, it looks like nothing. Okay, I do like that, so I'm gonna keep it. And then I have this Makeup Revolution eyeshadow. It's really weird. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not. I might have to cut this part out, but it's like a jelly stuff, and you can't really use it with a brush. You have to put it on your finger. It comes with a primer that you put on, but last time I put it on, it like really broke and like wouldn't sit where it was supposed to. So I'm gonna try to set it with eyeshadow this time. I did that last time and it worked pretty well. I wore it to a concert. I remember I was like getting ready and I had already done my eyeshadow and I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, this is moving everywhere. And I was in a panic. I think I was going to see the Jonas Brothers maybe? No. I was going to see Khalid, yeah. And it's really pretty. Like, it's stunning if you can get it to sit where it needs to. Okay. And yeah, I just put that on with my finger. I'm going to keep that. And then I'm going to set it. So I have this Palladio. It's called Crushed Metallic Shadow. I don't know why I said beauty. It's in the shade Metallic Shadow. Wait, no, it's not. It's in the shade Eclipse. This used to be my go-to. It was my favorite. It was a super cheap brand that I found and I fell in love with it. But I'm just going to go ahead and put that on once I find my brush. I feel like the first color I put on now looks stupid, but whatever. Getting very shimmery. Someone just knocked on my door. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. So I'm home alone and someone just pounded on my door. So I went out there and there was like this guy and I was too scared to open it. But then I realized he had a bag of food, but he was also like his phone was on speaker and something automated was talking and it said Grubhub. And so I opened it and he was like, your food. And I was like, oh, I didn't order food. I wish I would have said yes. Maybe someone was nice and sent me food. And he was like, oh, okay. He looked a little flustered, so I hope he finds where he's going. But that was so scary. I thought someone was gonna kill me. But also, it's so dumb because anytime someone knocks on my door, I get so scared. I'm like, Rachel, if someone's here to kill you, more than likely they're not gonna knock on your door. You know, like they're probably just gonna break in. But whatever. Okay, let's get back to the video. I only have 2 eyeshadows left. These are ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. This one's fluffy. This one's Lightning Bug. Lightning Bug used to be my all-time favorite, and it is beautiful. I really want to start using it again because it's so pretty. I always got so many compliments. But yeah, I'm just gonna top both of these. Oh, I didn't even like, I know the angle of this video has been trash the whole time, so I apologize. My eyeshadow is so intense right now. It's actually kind of pretty. Like, I really like it. It's too much like shimmer, like where it shouldn't be, but overall I like it. And then I'm gonna grab this BH Cosmetics palette that I'm throwing away, and I'm gonna grab some of the white shade. It's honestly not that great of an inner corner highlight, but it's gonna do the job. And the eyeshadow is all complete. I will show you I need to stop leaning forward and talking because I'm gonna edit this and be like, ooh. These are the 2 mascaras I use. The Falsies by Maybelline. It's a waterproof mascara, so I really don't want to use. And Roller Lash, and I really like Roller Lash. I'm just gonna touch up my lashes a little bit because they have a lot of like powder fallout on them. Can you guys see on camera how bad this foundation looks? Like, my skin looks atrocious right now. Alright, and I do not have a setting spray. The only setting spray that I have is the one I use every single day. As of that, this look is all complete. I'm so happy that I could sit down and film this makeup video for you guys. You know that originally I started this YouTube channel to be a makeup video channel, but I've kind of diversified, and I'm so happy that I've done that. But makeup videos are harder videos to film because if you're going to be doing something crazy or something that you don't want to wear out and about, you have to make sure that you're going to be home for the rest of the day and have a big chunk of time to do it. Makeup videos usually take longer, I've found, and take a lot of preparation. But I'm really happy that I can give you guys one of those because I know you've been wanting to see one. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for always being here. I appreciate it more than you know. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Press that big red subscribe button. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Oh, what am I doing? I'm still watching Zach and Cody. Scratching my head. Oh god. Thanks. I'm gonna pee my pants. I'll be back.